Oh. Welcome, ma'am. Hey, RD. Sorry, I was on the phone with the party. Turned that down. Sorry. It's my allergies and everything else in between. Been working on that so much better. So much better. Now that I feel a whole lot better now since there's probably just a tiny bit there, but that's not, I'll say the type of sandpaper I was using. I keep everything in my bag. I was using 120 grit fine. And what I do is I'll take one and I'll break them up if I need to. That's why I don't have to. I took with these dark gray bows, they put this some kind of stuff on there like lacquer stuff, make it shiny. And I took some of that off so the pipe could breathe. I did several like that. I'm about ready to sand this one. Cause see all that shininess on there? I'm tempting to do it, I don't know. I smoked this one today. Of course, it is a 6 mil. So I don't know. RD, what do you think? It's already starting to form a cake on the inside already. So I'll leave it up to you guys. I mean, I haven't sanded it yet, RD. I want to sand it. I'm debating on whether or not to do it. I got my big, like a 3, 4X shirt on, my baggy shirt on tonight. Yeah, between my sinuses and my allergies, man, it's been on me for a couple days now, but I'm alright. Okay, I'll just leave it alone. Somebody gave me this pipe here the other day, and I think it's a cheap, excuse my language, but it's a cheap ass wood. Looks nice though, but there's no markings on it or nothing. 9 mil. I tried smoking something in here the other day, man. I think it was Haunted Bookshop. Nah. So I figured if I smoked a couple more times or so, maybe 4 or 5 more bowls out of it. I'm thinking about taking a piece of sandpaper and just see if it's actually briar or it's just the cheap wood. Tempting them. So let's have a little fun. Why don't we? Cause it's bugging me. Sandpaper. Let's find out, shall we? I'm just gonna do the rim. I ain't gonna do the sides or nothing. Just the rim part. Cause I could tell between cheap wood and actual briar. Let's do it this way. Sorry for the shaking of the camera. Cheap paint. I don't know if you can tell, but if you look right there, that is cheap paint on that pipe. But it's coming off so easy. RD, I hate to tell you, that's cheap wood. No wonder the tobacco wasn't tasting right. And it's hard to tell what they put down that ball for the cover. Could be. I'm thinking about sending the whole thing just for giggles, right? Shall we do that? Go ahead and do the whole thing. That's where you gotta be careful, guys. Especially if you, excuse me, especially if you buy corn cobs, because Chinese corn cobs are just knockoff of the Missouri meerschaums. Now this pipe here is an actual Missouri meerschaum on the bottom. Let's do this pipe just for giggles. It was given to me. No money invested into it. So let's find out. Too easy. Now, I just do my gray bows, just melt just very lightly, just take the stuff off. I don't dig into it. Crazy. Just to show you. Never do this to your pipes, guys. Unless you know it's a cheap one and you know it's given to you and you know it's smoking right. Just see what's underneath the paint or whatever. And it feels rough. The only thing I've done is remove the top layer of the stuff. so we put it into our day. Are you there, RD? Okay. Today was alright. Trying. Hey, hold on. I'm just about done. That's what she looks like, RD. Um, I may try to smoke again tomorrow and see what it does. Just see if it'll darken up some. No, it just looks like cheap old wood. But like Monty660 said, well, it's got a hole here, a bowl, hole, stem. See right here, it's decolored, lighter brown. Cause I got halfway through the bowl, halfway down, man, and I was starting to feel sick. No, I don't know what it is. But like I said, I have to go outside and smoke. I ain't going out there tonight. But yeah, I'll load up with something. No, it's not. But I'll keep it though. Even I gotta stand down, I'll keep it. I mean, you know, you gotta be careful to get these pipes or who you deal with, because you never know. I say like Medico and Dr. Rainbow pipes, them the type of pipes you want to go cheap. Pay Woodies, just like pipe like this, Missouri Mershon. As long as it's got a name on it, you know that's been around for ages. Yep. Um, Speaking of that all day, I'm going to type it in. You check it out. And yes, I was actually on their website. They got pipes, they got tobaccos. Excuse me. And I think they might have cigars. And there's another one too. Oh, oh, I will. I will, RD. She hasn't said anything to me yet, but she does know. Oh, trust me, RD. I'll fire that baby. I'll do it y'all by one, but I ain't gonna mention nobody's names. And then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna fire that baby up. I say you'll probably be here either here tomorrow, no later than Monday or Tuesday. And I appreciate that. Um, Monday's my birthday, but there's only a few people that knows because I don't like to tell a bunch of people and then they make a big thing, big thing out of it. No, I'm not that type of person that is gonna, you know, I'm not the type of person I don't like to be put up on a pedestal. Oh, my foot? Oh, it's doing good. It's doing good. I just changed my gall here about, I don't know, about an hour or so ago. But thank you, RD. Um, I let it air out for a little bit before I wrapped it back up. Let smirk it, Tut. But other than that, it's doing alright. Every once in a while, I'll get a burning sensation every once in a while, but that's normal. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to go get me some water and blow my nose. Oh, apologize for that. Yeah, my hair's messed up tonight. I found the broken roof. Maybe it'll smoke better now. Kind of dried out. Because last time I smoked it, about gave me tongue bite. They better smoke good for about $12. So that's how much it cost me. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'll get the regular, not too much of the aromatic. Cause I know some of them aromatics like that, they'll give you tongue bite sores. I'm sitting here. Now, I can smoke this and this stuff here, this Swift Current coffee. I can smoke that in my gray bow or this one. No tongue bite. I forgot I was smoking this pipe here. It's giving me tongue bite. And I'm going to have to get me a 5 30-second drill bit and open that other way up on that one. I haven't had Prince Apple for I don't know how long. I can get it. You can get the regular Prince Apple, and I think you can get the Prince Apple Cherry, I think. Heck, it's been so long. And there's nothing wrong smoking OTC blends. I don't know, RD. Really don't know. I think what it is, I think it just needs to be broken in a little bit. Oh, good, good, good. Yeah, that stuff, the longer I've made stuff sits, the better it's going to taste. Yeah, before I came over here, I brought my charger over here so I can. I'm going to have to get some next month. Some Prince album. Just the pouch. Yeah, the longer you let that stuff set and mellow out, the better it's going to taste. Just like this stuff here. I got to tin that Swift Current coffee. I'm going to wait till July. Heck yeah, I'm still going. We'll wait till July and I'll open this up. It'll be a year. After I go through this other one first. Yes, I'm going. Same stuff. I'll go through this first before I crack this. Yeah, I want to go this year. Because you never know. You can pick stuff up there that you haven't seen in a while. Then you actually got to see, you actually get to see some YTPC members. Like Corvette Jim. You might see him. You might see Kane Rod. You might see Eric the Blue Car Pipe Smoker. um, Beans 316. He always goes every year. I know. I should have took pictures when I went, but I was too busy talking to Smoking Fireman, Beans 316, Hillbilly Piper, Corvette Jim, a few others. Well, you never know. It could be there. It could be there. I've seen stuff from McCollum to Dunhill I have not seen in years. So I went there. Throckmorton series. It was a reasonable price. It ain't like these guys out here, other guys charging arm and leg because, oh, it's McCollum's. It's the Throckmorton series, so after this two here, I want $130 for it. Only thing to do is buying the name. Yeah, you never know. You'll see representatives from like pipe and cigars, um, tobacco pipes. These retailers you see online. Yep. I tell you what's the closest to Throckmorton Cellar, and there's a debate on this. Northwoods. Get you some Northwoods, and it's almost identical to Throckmorton Cellar. Guaranteed. Others say this other blend. Yeah, Northwood's one of them. But yeah, I kind of like that blend. Autumn evening, same thing to Maple Shadows. Yep. See, I've been around. Well, I'm not bragging, but I've been around enough to can tell you. Hey, not just like maybe I was like I told you that one day. Hey, autumn evening is identical to Maple Shadows. Or hey, Northwoods, Frogmore Cellar. Like old Joe Crant's Red Label. Old Joe Crant's Red Label. Same thing. That and Haunted Bookshop's got the same components. But it's on Old Joe Krantz, it's got a little bit more Perique in it. See now I don't know about Daybreak because I never had Daybreak. I have to go on to back reviews and look and see what's in. I have to go on there to tobaccoreviews.com and see what's actually in it and maybe tell you. Boy, this can's hard to open up. So I have to look and see to tell you. I mean, they're coming out with matches like Match to Revelation. Okay, all day. Let me write this down. Yeah, it's been a great day, good day. I gotta call my regular doctor Monday and see what time I gotta be there Thursday. Oh, he's back. RD. The official Black Book. Oh. Never know. I tell you what I've been looking for. Engine 99. I had it before. Yes, it's a commission free book. It's called Engine 99. Great tobacco. Great. If you, I think it's an aromatic. It's been 3 or 4 years ago since I had it. But I think it's an aromatic. No tongue bite, no nothing. Great. And I'll tell you, he got me started on a lot of these tobaccos. I'll give him credit. Garbage Man Piper. And see, then you start narrowing your stuff down. I had a great big box. And that's about all the empty tins. I should have kept that box. But then you start narrowing down your burleys, your English blends, your aromatics. RJ, there's a video that Max 60 done. I'm gonna have to go back and find it. As soon as I find it, you'll get a kick out of it. And you never thought see the day. But I have to find that video. I have no idea. Once in a while, he'll pop up on. I say I got him on my Facebook, Instagram, and I got his personal number. The commission always, the commission always gets numbers. Um, but I don't know. He was going through some stuff, getting remodeling, and I think he had a couple of health issues. I think he still watches YouTube videos. I'll message him every now and then. Last time I talked to him, he was doing all right. He was doing good. Last time I spoke to him, Doug, Curmudgeon Piper, uh, he made a video here last week or so. But like I said, but as far as your tobaccos go, man, you'll find out what you like, don't like, and what you want to stock up on. And all these guys and newbies, I've done it. Maybe, maybe. I've seen these guys, these newbies. There's nothing wrong with it. I've seen it happen. They'll go buy all this tobacco because of recommendations. And then they find out they don't like it. And I tell you, another person has been on for a while. Um, his boy, Matt. Um, of course, Matt got married here a couple years ago. He may pop on every now and then and make a video. Great guy. I got most of them guys from YouTube on my Facebook. Oh yeah, he's alright. There's one presenter, John. There's some of these presenters that they talked about, which that's why I took a hiatus for a while. Is because so much in YouTube, watching all these videos, and not have much of a life. I took a hiatus there for a while, and because I had stuff to do, and I just couldn't. Now, if I didn't have nothing to do for a couple of days, whatever, then I'll make a video, do a live, whatever. But if I have to be up by a certain time in the morning, then there's a 50-50 chance of me doing the live. May not. Speaking of all brought it up, or do you remember? You remember that bet? He did what, a 4 or 5 hour live, and I think, well, I'll go longer than that. I'll go 8 or 9 hours, and I done it. I have to find that video. Let's see, you know, I think I started 11 o'clock at night, I think, and I went till about 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. I ought to take a day since I'm here, just set up here and do, yes, sir. I'm thinking about since tomorrow. I may do it tomorrow. Never know. Or I may do it Sunday night. Never know. But I'm thinking about doing a 12-hour live. That means from 11 o'clock at night till 11 o'clock next morning. That'll be another classic added. And what I say, RD, do you remember what I said? Yeah, John's too busy. Yeah. I just want to see if you remember. Sorry, something bugged my ear. And the look, and the expression, and the look. Classic. John's too busy. Mr. Goody Two Shoes. That's why I'm kind of talking about because I want John's ears to be burning so I can. I'm going to see what he's talking about. Mr. Goody Two Shoes. High society. I think what it was, honestly. I think what it was, it just caught him off guard. He wasn't expecting me to come out and say that. Do you remember the night that me and John did a live together? Remember that night, RD? Now, I think he got like 152 or 154 views on that. And it wasn't about me, it was about John. It was all about John. You know, I was trying to help him out, get his views up. And, you know, now, I'm going to see how fast you are going. Now, I'm going to say something to you, Mr. RD. Are you ready? Because I'm going to see how fast you can respond to me. Going to have to get you on camera, on live with me. Yes, he did. And I was shocked. Now, I'm going to see how fast you respond to that one. And yes, I'll write down, talk to the commission. Did I just read that right? Well, I can't say nothing. That caught me off guard. But I'll let you know ahead of time. I'm not going to throw you off guard. I promise you that. Because right now, I can hit the button right now and add you on real quick. But I'm not going to do that. I won't do that. Because I don't want it happen to me. All day. You just, yeah. Hands, orange, covering eyes. What in the world? What language are you speaking, RD? That is something I haven't never heard of. Look at my hair. That's why I always wear my hat during lives. Yeah. Oh, those, speaking of that, all those pictures I've been sending you and stuff, it's been coming on Facebook. Halloween language. You know, I was watching the thing about the new Pope, and they elected the first ever American Pope, and he is from Chicago, first ever, and he's the 266th or 67th Pope, and out of all the popes, he's the first ever. Oh Lord, we can do that. We'll just set a date, time, what days that you're not working, whatever, and we'll go from there. Um, I like to get another. Yep, I like to get another. I like to get Todd in there too. Do it live if he's up to it. He can come in with him. I like to, how he feels. He could be on for a half hour, an hour, whatever, as long as he's feeling good. He does have to do the whole 24-hour deal. Um, but I could get John. I don't know where to talk at tonight. Yeah, he might be over on over Pipes Live because over Pipes Live live tonight. So I don't know if Martin's off tonight. I don't know if Martin just got off his live or what. Yeah, he should be off. Um, maybe. Yep. Where's Waldo? Uh, I'll try to message John and see if he's willing to do a live with us. Um, oh, you done said a bad word. But anyways, um, but we got to figure out what. Oh yeah, too busy to talk to us. Oh hi, wait a minute, wait a minute. I got to do this right. Hold on, hold on. He's too high society with the pinky up to associate with us now. Too busy. Highfalutin John. I like John though. John's a good old boy. Oh wait a minute. Pinky up. They got survivors out there. They wasn't even done them. Pinky up. I only want to start that, honestly. I didn't do no such thing. I didn't start nothing. There's another guy. I can't think of his name. He used to come on my lives all the time. Um, TX. I know there's a TX in there, but I just can't think of his name. Yeah, on that plus you see, I think he made a video here a while back on Instagram, if I'm right. Don't quote me on it though. Um, I think it's that's it, Texas Piper. Um, that's it, RD. Um, I think he was having trouble with his seizures again, and plus otherwise, but and I'll tell you another guy I used to watch too. He has been on for a while. Um, he's from across the pond. Um, I can see his, I can see him. Yes, you're right. I haven't heard that from Tony. I'm gonna have to message him again. Um, I tell you, guy. Uh huh. I hear you, RD. Uh huh. Got me coughing on that one. Um, and he just made a video here not too long ago. Yeah, bacon, lettuce, tomato. Um, I think his name. Oh, I can't think of it right now. But there's a lot of them now are making videos here and there, checking in. Nine knows. I can remember a guy 907 Piper. He don't make much videos anymore. Um, and look, he just popped in. The country gentleman. How you doing, sir? We're talking about a lot of people not making videos hardly anymore, or no, or completely shut down. Hey, country gentlemen, help me out here. They are from across the pond, their father and son. And his son's name's Tim. Um, I can't think of his dad's name. And I can see it. He's bald, wears glasses. Um, his son Tim has got that fish tank. Oh, watch them all the time. Good, good, good. Um, they I think he has some health issues. Tim's dad did, and they moved, and they was moving, in the process of moving. Oh, ain't that? Cause I used to have a piece of paper that had my regulars that I watched, and I used to have their names. I don't got anymore, but they they'll come to me hopefully. But there's a lot of them I used to watch over the years, and they just either have gotten away or um, they just backed off. There's some that I know that they reached a certain prescriber limit and then they just back off. Um, I've seen some uh, get discouraged of two things. They're not getting the prescriber count or the views because they see everybody else got high count of views, high count of prescribers, and that ain't the point of the YTPC. The point of the YTPC is this: we come together, we smoke a pipe, we smoke tobacco, share what we got, the experience with that tobacco, particular tobacco, or the particular pipe. Um, Band of brothers and sisters, not to be in a competition with anybody. Now, me, I'm not in a competition with nobody, But the thing is, I've seen people quit or they gave up the hobby because that's wasn't their line of thing. Now, like the old timers, and I don't even say it here. If you want to get in the pipe smoking, get you a corn cob, get you some good tobacco, try it. Don't go out here buying Salmonellis and Rossies and get the most expensive. A bunch of tobaccos cost you over $100, $200, and here you are, your Peterson pipes and Stan Wells, and And here you are, you got over $1,000 above your head, and there you be. Then you say, well, this ain't for me, and then there you are, you got $1,000 worth of stuff, don't know what to do with it. Then you try to sell it, the stuff, and you're only gonna get half the price you paid for it, unless it's unsmoked. Pipe's been unsmoked, or the tin, or a tin's never been opened. But still, I seen the guy here probably about 4 or 5 years ago. Just started, made a mistake. It happens, and I'm not putting nobody down, but it happens. I've seen the guy just started a hobby. Uh, just started the hobby, and I say within not even a month, uh, he was selling all his stuff. High price pipes, $200-300 pipes. I don't know how many pipes he had. I don't know how many, much. I forget how much pipes and tobacco they had. Gave it up. I've seen another guy gave up. The started out there almost by the same time I did, and here a couple years ago. Yep, and I've seen him completely get out of the hobby to do something else. Uh, so now it's like, don't. Here's my thing: don't make that mistake. And it was not, you do a year, 2 years with it. But here's my thing: don't make the mistake of selling all your stuff. Don't sell all your pipes, tobacco, pipe accessories, because you never know later on down the road you might want to pick it back up, and you make that mistake of selling everything, and then you're gonna think, oh man, I had $1,000, $2,000 worth of stuff, and now I regret selling it. Um, that's why I hang on to everything I got. But I mean, I've seen people just up and quit. Oh, they just quit doing videos, but still smoke a pipe. They just not quit completely on you, in the pipe community, but they may pop up, do a video every now and then, maybe a couple times a year, 2 or 3, 4 times a year, or maybe twice a year, whatever, to keep the channel active. Because you got to keep your channel active. Because if you don't, they'll shut you down after so long period of time. Now, other way you keep that person's channel alive, keep going, is you go over and keep watching. That keeps them active on YouTube. I learned that here probably about 6 years ago. Coming up in August, yeah, it'll be my eighth. I'll be on YouTube 8 years. I will never forget. that when I started, yeah, I got a couple copyright strikes against me. But you learn. You get so many of those, they'll shut you completely down. And then you gotta start all over. But life goes on. I won't forget that we had a bunch of lives going on through the week, and now that's all died out. The only ones that I know of does lives anymore will be Kenrod Piper, Martin from Overpipe, um, Simon, none to call him Simon. Once in a while, Bar Blues will make a live, and Bar Blues has been on my live and completely shocked. Um, but a lot of people watch the lives or be on the lives. Uh, some it just depends on what you're talking about, and some will, um, if you are not talking about certain stuff, they won't watch you. Um, I was going to do a regular video day outside, but it was just too cold, too chilly outside to do it. So I'm waiting for the weather to warm up. Yeah, George Bruno. Um, sad part about him is he made a video a while back. I forget how long ago back, but he was talking about where he lost some of his subscribers. And I'm thinking, well, here we go again. I think it was him or somebody else. Think, well, here we go again. Because here, probably about a couple years back, everybody was going through this. Everybody. Everybody's getting frustrated because we're all losing subscribers. We're doing this. And come to find out it wasn't us. And come to find out we was not unsubscribing one another. And now it's getting to the point now that they're trying to eliminate us talking about pipes and tobacco. Um, but sometimes, while here, I think last year, year before, I can't remember, I was doing lives during the day. I'll pop a live up during the day, especially on the weekends, because I know a lot of people work and I have people just pop in home, they'll say hi, whatever, but they don't have time to sit down and carry on a conversation with everybody, which I can understand that. I've been through that. I'll be out mowing 2 acres worth of ground and I'm live because I'll have my earbuds in and if live will pop up, well, I don't got time to stop, you know. And so I understand country. I totally understand. Life gets in the way, job, family, and it's just hard. Like I was saying earlier, just like I was saying earlier, country, there's been a time I took a hiatus for 3 or 4 about a couple months. Just I really wasn't doing nothing. I just took a hiatus, just take a break because I was doing videos through the week. I was doing the Friday Bulldog, plus lives, plus watching videos. And I started getting burnt out a little bit. And that just got to the point to where I had to take a break. I got a personal text from Convention Piper, I think it was, that he asked if I was all right. I said, yeah, I'm fine. He says, well, we haven't seen you on. Excuse me. And so now I have to remind myself to remind you guys. Um, yeah, a couple times I did all day. Um, watch my community page because I might post. I'll post. Usually I'll post if I'm going live or I'm going to make a video and I'll think about starting the Friday Bulldog edition back up. But like RD knows my role, I will not smoke any tobaccos that are no longer in production. I will not post. Did I miss a comment? Well, congratulations there, country. But I won't post it unless it's available. And I will not usually do a review of a tobacco that somebody's already reviewed. What I normally do is I'll do the new tobaccos that I receive. But what I normally try to do is I will smoke a couple bowls out prior to my Friday Bulldog edition. That's the way I get a better understanding about tobacco. As far as the components go, whatever. So that's how I'll do it. Now, I may start up next week and I will review the Swift Current Coffee. Yes, a country. Yes, I got this here plus a full 10 from July of 2024. So this here is going to be put up until July. But I will smoke this here and I'll give you my honest opinion on it. So whether or not that it is worth getting or worth buying. But I don't sit here and say you have to get it or twist your arm and make you get it. I'll leave that totally up to you. Because your palate is going to be different from my palate, and my palate is going to be different from your palate. You may get it and your pH levels are off, or your palate's off a little bit, or you got too much toxins build up to the point where you can't smoke it. So I'll leave it like, it's up to you if you want to try it. Just like on a bookshop. Just like calling a bookshop. Now, John, my 60860 got me started on that. Yeah, I got him off RD. Haha. The redneck translator. Y'all. Well, you go up yonder. Oh, I can understand. Look, hey, country, my sister, God bless her, she lived down in Florida for about 40 years. Well, she picked up the accent down there. And I laughed. She talked to me one day, and I started, start mocking her. She says, now, little Jeff, you just better quit what you're doing right there, right now. That's southern slang. But it's just, she's been down there so long, she's picked it up. But I had a lot of people come up to me and say they thought seriously I'm from the South. And I'm not. It's just I picked up so much. Sometimes I'll catch myself doing it. Don't mean to, but sorry guys. I mean I don't mean to, but it's just my brain. Just a habit. Excuse me for 1 second. Sorry about that guys. But I got a friend of mine, she calls me a hickabilly. She lives out in Utah, and she swears up and down that I'm from the South. And I keep telling her I'm not. This is where I picked it up over the years. And I'm from Southwest Ohio. A lot of them call us a high. Yeah, I'm all right. I tried to go blow my nose and give me some water and go use the bathroom real quick. Now around here, a lot of people says Ohio. Ohio. Well, our talk is Ohio. Some people you'll hear call Cincinnati. Cincinnati. They put a nail on the end. Or you'll hear, well, there's Yornik. Or you'll hear, around here, you'll hear, what's up, Yornik? I don't know which one, Yornik or Katie. I don't know which one. You never know which one you're talking to. You hear us talk around here like, well, you got to be careful going down that road. Pinky, pinky up. Um, what side golling means that the road is curvy. Or you could say, well, that toilet's all gummed up, which means clogged. Because you hear somebody say, oh, okay, you want to, gotcha. Or you hear somebody say, well, that blank, 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 blank. You can sit there and get to laughing. Who clogged up the, clogging toilet? Or you might hear somebody say, up and over yonder. Well, that can be just a block up the road, block up the street, or 2 blocks. Or you'll hear, well, you go down yonder here and you see a red barn over here on the right hand side. And then you make a left turn. Well, down yonder could be a couple miles, 5 miles, don't know. I never had Mississippi mud. I had shepherd's pie. The shepherd's pie. It's an English man. But our talk, where I'm from, our talk is different than most places. They'll you got to listen to um kind of close if you're used to it. Now I know the guy who lives in Greenfield most of his life, and he is from the New England area, Massachusetts area. Now they got what you call a deep accent. It's almost like the British accent. Not quite, but almost. And it took me a while to understand him. And once I got to understanding him, then it wasn't enough for me to talk to him. He's gone now. He's been gone for, oh Lord, 5 or 10 years maybe. But yeah, your accent's different. If you listen to somebody from the South or wherever, you listen to them long enough, and you let it go through your head how they're talking. Eventually, if you start doing it, eventually you're going to start talking like, after a while. Now, sometimes I talk to her, like I said, she's from Utah. Now, I'll sit there and talk Southern, not to be an insult or nothing, because she gets a kick out of it. Yeah, I've been dealing, like I said, I've been dealing with my sinuses and allergies for the last couple of days. And yeah, it'll go away here in the next couple of days. There you go. It's just like, well, well, where I'm from, there's certain words we'll use, especially if you're kind of like a little bit of an outsider. We'll use certain words just completely throw them off. Just like one day, I'll be proud of example. We know this one outsider because there's a bunch of us always hang from McDonald's all the time. Well, this outsider comes in. Well, he's out. Well, he was set up on the bar. McDonald's got a bar where we could look out the window, whatever. We were sitting at the table. Well, this one guy has to work for me. And he was pointing. He said, "Now, Jeff, now you just go down yonder down here. I got some stuff that needs to be taken care of. You take care of that this afternoon. Now you come up here this evening. I'll pay you." All right, Bob. And I know exactly where to go. And the only reason why he did that because that outsider was sitting there, and he didn't want that outsider to know exactly where he lived at, and he didn't want him to know where I was going for him to follow me. Yeah. Well, I don't know how true it is in Texas, but they call their pop Coke. They got because I'll tell you the reason why. I was at the home show here about 9, 10 years ago, and this guy's from Texas. Well, we went to the store and he says, "Hey man, you can't buy me a Coke." I thought he was talking about Coca Cola. So I grabbed one. He said, "No, no, no." I said, "You said Coke? There's Coca Cola?" "No, that's what I mean. Pop." "Oh." I said, "Round here we call it soda pop or soda." I said, "That's what we call it." Now I asked him, I said, "Where are you from?" "Oh, I'm from Texas." "Oh." I said, "Just kind of be careful how you say certain things around here. Because I said, there's some people might take an offense to it." And I said, "You don't want to wind up down there sitting in the cell block." And most people where I'm from, once they get to know you, I mean, yeah, they may take a little offense to you a little bit because certain things you might say. Yeah, you might look at me and say, "Well, you took," I said, I'll take out, don't worry about it. I think I brushed him the wrong way. Well, don't worry about it, man. It'll be all right. And I tell him, I said, I said, he'll get used to you. Now, see, now I know some Spanish, but to me, that'll be kind of hard. English, Russian, French. There's no way I could do that. My brain can't comprehend all that. There's no way. Cause I got a friend of mine. He's Mexican. He'll call me something, and I'll look at him. I said, "What'd you say?" He'll say it again. I said, "Speak English." And he'll sit there and laugh at me. Now, there's some Spanish words I know, but I cannot say them on here because they'll get me in trouble. Totally get me in trouble. Now, regular text message or something, then yeah, I can tell you, but I just can't say it on here. That I picked up over the years. But you just never know. Now, sometimes I'll pull something out of my hat for the Spanish words go. But see, I'll listen to that person. See? Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that. I had good pee. That water's making me pee like a river. Well, much as I hate you guys, it's after 1 o'clock in the morning, guys, and I've started getting a little bit of a headache. Um, but I should be back on tomorrow night. Well, tonight. So I'm gonna get off here and try to stretch out. So I hate to cut it short, but y'all take care, be safe, be well. Um, just a high mafia piper, keep them lit, keep the embers burning, and y'all.